Wednesday, always a good night in the deuce.
Nashville's
Whitney's
on.
on. Oh, Nashville, too.
And Nashville, too.
Nashville, too. Some sad news if you're a jazz fan, and I love this guy.
More than just a jazz fan, one of music's most influential people has died. Legendary jazz composer and pianist Dave Brubeck was just one day away from his 92nd birthday. Some of that music that Brubeck was talking about, jazz, Broadway, you'll hear it at one of the Mid-Island's most popular seasonal events that's about to begin. And this year, the Yellow Point Christmas Spectacular is promising an eclectic lineup of music. The sixth annual Spectacular features a cast of 14 singers, dancers, and musicians. Along with traditional Christmas music, you can expect to hear songs made famous by Neil Diamond, Marilyn Monroe, and Tom Jones, along with medleys from Singin' in the Rain and Les Mis. The Spectacular producer says the show stays fresh by appealing to its original goals.
Well, I had two goals in mind when I started the production. The first was really to create a Christmas tradition in a remote area like Yellow Point, Cedar, and to be able to bring families and friends together. The other reason I wanted to start the show was to create a little bit of employment for some of the very talented performers in British Columbia.
The Spectacular runs through December 22nd at the Cedar Community Hall. There will also be a one-time performance in Courtenay on the 11th at the Sid Williams Theatre. Some shows are sold out. You can find out full details at yellowpointchristmasspectacular.ca. Well, the frontman for Loverboy, no doubt resting this evening after an acclaimed sold-out show in Victoria. Mike Reno is wrapping up a 58-stop tour of Canada and the U.S., and he says the secret to his longevity is memorable material and a simple pre-show ritual featuring raw ginger.
Take a hunk, just kind of get it in there. Just get it in there. Squish it a bit so you get some of the essence.
Oh, it burns your tongue, man.
It's a good burn. That's where those high notes come from, right there. You know, those, I wanna fly. That's from the ginger. Well, of course, a little bit comes from the old Victoria boy.
Reno may have grown up in Victoria's James Bay neighborhood, but he is best known for creating some of the 80s most successful rock songs. Is it like sucking ginger? Is that where the melodies come from? You suck them out of the air?
Sometimes I wake up with a melody, and I used to have a tape recorder beside the bed, and I would actually sing the melodies in there, and then I'd fall back to sleep, and I'd listen the next morning and go, hey, that's not bad. And then the next thing you know, what would go with that? Craziest boy you ever seen, and I gotta do it my way.
Although this Juno winner makes crowd-pleasing songs, their inspiration was often far from fun.
If you get a little depressed, get the pen out, because that's when you write the really good stuff. Turn Me Loose was written when I broke up with a girlfriend that I went out with for 12 years. Just to have some inspiration, I said, the kid is hot tonight. I was trying to make myself feel good because I broke up with another girlfriend. It's all about girls and guys.
Relatable material, still inspiring sold-out stadiums.
It's just such a great feeling. I mean, because we've been at it a long time. Because, you know, a lot of bands only get 5-6 years. We've been at it for over 30 years, and they still are digging it. They're singing all the songs.
And when this musical ride comes to an end, permanently, Reno would like to come back.
Boom, 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 boom.
Reincarnated as the A&W Root Bear.
And I just think that's the epitome of happiness right there. Handing out teen burgers. You know, think of the chicks you could get if you're the Root Bear. Man.
Reno, always an original. And I'm happy he mentioned the ginger thing, because, of course, we have footage of him when he's not using his ginger, and it sounds something like this. So it's amazing, because then he takes the ginger, and all of a sudden he hits the high notes.
Yeah, come on.
It's unreal. See, traditional medicine. You got to give it credit.
You owed me that one. How about the root beer and red leather pants?
Yeah.
You know. Dave Brubeck, I remember when he was here at the Royal Theatre a few years ago. He had the biggest hands, almost like there was an extra phalanx in those fingers. I mean, just fantastic. And everybody remembers Time Out, but Brandenburg Gate Revisited is my favorite Dave Brubeck record.
It really is, or are you just saying
No, it
that
really
because it's
is.
kind of obscure? And
Well, it's
makes you
obscure,
seem-
but it's good. It's when he got into his orchestral stuff. Anyway, thank you, Sparks.
Thank you.